Good morning, dear students. Today, let us discuss inventory theory. So, let us see some definitions. An inventory can be defined as a stock of goods which is held for the purpose of future production or sales. The stock of goods may be kept in the following form, say in the form of raw material, partly finished items, and finished goods, and spare parts. In inventory problem, there are two variables. One is the controlled variables, another is uncontrolled variables. In controlled variables, there are some terms. The quantity acquired. The decision maker may have control over the purchase or production level. Then timing of acquisition. The decision maker may have control over how often or when the inventory should be replenished. So these can be controlled by the decision makers. Then uncontrolled variables, holding costs. The costs associated with the storage of the inventory until it is sold or used are known as holding costs. The components of the holding costs are, say, handling costs. Handling costs includes rent for the space, cost of the staff. Staffs are needed to maintain the inventory, insurance and the taxes, interest on the money invested. So these are the parts of the handling costs. Shortage or penalty costs. The unsatisfied demand or shortage penalty cost is incurred when the stock proves to be inadequate to meet the demand of the customers. So when there is a demand, then if there is no goods in the stock, then we will face the shortage penalty cost. Setup cost. This is the cost associated with placing of an order for purchasing goods, or it is the cost of setting a machine before it starts production. Setup costs. Next, demand. So there are two types of demand. Number one, deterministic demand. The number of items required in a subsequent period of time is known exactly. That is the deterministic demand. If the number of items required in a subsequent period of time is not known exactly, then this is termed as non-deterministic demand or probabilistic demand. So there are two types of demand. Lead time. The time gap between the time of placing an order or production and the time of arrival or delivery of goods. This is the lead time. Need of inventory. The inventory in any business is maintained to decrease the setup cost and the shortage cost. If the demands of the customers are not fulfilled, then it may result in the loss of their business. So thus, there is always a need of inventory for the smooth and efficient running of any business. So when we establish a business, then we need inventory. Without inventory, we cannot go business smoothly. So maintenance of the inventory is very essential for running any business or any industry. So it is very much required. Classification of inventory models. There are two types. First one is deterministic model. These are the inventory models in which demand is assumed to be fixed for a subsequent period of time. Then second, probabilistic models. These are the inventory models in which the demand is a random variable having a non-probabilistic distribution. The future demand is determined by collecting data from the past experience. So there are two types of model: deterministic model, probabilistic models. Then there are some notations in inventory theory. So C1 indicates inventory holding cost, C2 shortage cost, C3 setup cost, Q load size per production run, then R total demand, small r demand rate, rate of demand, K production rate per run, C average total cost per unit time, then small t time interval between two consecutive runs, between two consecutive orders, I the cost of carrying 1 rupee in inventory for a unit time, Z order level or stock level, then L lead time. So these are the symbols used in the inventory theory. So these are the conventional symbols. In different books, all these symbols will be same. So today let us discuss one model. Model number 1, economic load size model with uniform rate of demand, infinite production rate, having no shortage. So there are different types of model. So this is the first model. In this model, we have to assume the following: production is instantaneous, infinite production rate, there is a uniform demand, no shortage are to be permitted, lead time is 0. These are the assumption. Then C1 is the inventory holding cost, C3 setup cost, Q size of its production run, time interval T will be time interval between successive runs. So let us see. So Q is the size of its run, T is the time interval between successive run. So in this model, the production is instantaneous and infinite production. Then this triangle represent the inventory level. So day by day, R is the rate of demand per day, so per unit time. So day by day, the stock level become decreasing, decreasing. Then finally, the stock level become 0 at the end of time T. Then another run, we have to produce the quantity, or we have to order the quantity. So Q is the size of its run. Then similarly, in this case also, day by day, stock level become decreases and finally become 0. So this is the model. So in this area of this triangle represent inventory level. So first, we have to find inventory holding cost. Inventory holding cost. So area of this triangle is half, base is height is Q, then T. This is the stock level into C1. C1 is the inventory holding cost per unit item. So this is the inventory holding cost. Then this small r is the demand rate per unit time. So this is equation number 1. We have Q is RT. Q is the stock level, R is the demand rate, T is the time of its run. So Q equal to RT. So from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, we have inventory holding cost, inventory holding cost equal to half Q, putting the value of Q here, RT, then T into C1 equal to half R T square C1, half R T square C1. This is the inventory holding cost. Then total cost. Total cost equal to setup cost plus inventory holding cost, half R T square C1. This is the total cost. Then average total cost. Average total cost. It is denoted by C. So C3 divided by T, then half R T C1. This is the average total cost. So our main objective is to minimize the average total cost. So for checking maximization or minimization of a function, we have to first find out the derivative of C with respect to T in maxima and minima theory. So derivative of this minus C3 by T square, then derivative of this half R C1. This is the first derivative. Then for the extreme point, first derivative should be 0. So this is minus C3 by T square plus half R C1 equal to 0. So this is C3 by T square equal to half R C1. Then half RC1, this is T square equal to C3. This implies T square equal to 2yC3 R C1. So then T equal to root over 2yC3 R C1. The value of T is root over 2yC3 by RC1. Then from equation 2, from 2 Q equal to RT, then putting the value of T root over 2yC3 by RC1. Then this is equal to 2y R square C3 RC1. This is equal to 2y R C3 by C1. So this is the optimal value of Q. This is the size of its run. Then next we have to find second derivative, d square c by dt square, so minus c3, then derivative of this minus 2 t to power minus 1 minus 3, then this is 0, minus minus plus c3 by t cube, so this is greater than 0. Hence c is minimum, c is minimum when t equal to under root over twice c3 by rc1. Then this is optimal below q. Q is twice r c3 by c1. Then we have to find the total value of the total cost. Oh, hello, hi, Bill.
penalty cost sana ai se ki proper definition se kari ko doi no anda hiding
hoi hojik sigi inventory theory sida maroina tawdurji any business tawbumi yamana mana pochi order tawduini order tawraga pochi koigi keno da godown da stock da thamgaduruni hariba maje tamma madam ji koina pochi yamna chenjalaga matam sangna tham targadi amu mangadurba adagi pochi kitang kitang chielaga amuk thamagana yam toina sienbasi paisa amu hena tingadurba aduna hojik main objective se kaino hai matamda aikoigi paisa si yamna changhandaba haibdi asaigi pot chingchi order tawruraga poche koina store da thamgadurni thambasida koi staff thamduribani rent thigaduribani adudagi maintenance charge मैम तिंगदुरी हरिबा मासिदा पैसा यामना चंगहनदबा सिनी अखोगी मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव से अदना सी आई जे कैनोदा सी जे अखोगी टोटल एवरेज कॉस्ट हाइसिदा असागी सेटअप कॉस्ट हाइबम लेग्रे एनी बिजनेस अमगी पोर्ट ऑर्डर तोबरा चंगबा पैसा अदुम लेरे प्लस इन्वेंटरी होल्डिंग कॉस्ट हाइसिना साइ लौरु पोटु मेंटेन तोर थंबदा चंगबा पैसा दुनी मासी लोइन पुंजलागान देगोना टोटल एवरेज कॉस्ट लेरे मासी टोटल एवरेज कॉस्ट सी हंधन बसिनी कोई मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव से अदुना कोइना करमाइन तोरग मसी मिनिमम वेंजी गा हाय मतमदा अदुदी टोटल कोसी मिनिमम वेन बसी पोट कया यामना अमुमुक्ता ऑर्डर तौसिगे हाइबा पुथोगदुरबा अदुना क्यू स्टार हाइसिना असागी ऑर्डर अमुमुक तौगदबा पोटुगी अमाउंट ऑफ क्वांटिटी नि अदुगा टी हाइसिना टाइम सिना करिनो हाइबा मतमदा कोगी अमुमुक order tawbuse masi tha ni le tawsira tha taw le tawsira haibasi ti sida saigi value je sinjala kan da time je tholani semalere adigi hoje hangbi gi ba question da penalty cost hai sina aikoi gi customer sina pot level ang tam dai gi store da stock ta pot later di koi pot yo ngam duri ade pot later di customer je hangi duri ade pot later le raga dai business se loss hoire adun maduda koina penalty cost ko wi maduna haidi pochi sell to bungam tre koina haying lakani hangchi lakani haidana customer chi zum thado khramni na ꯃꯗꯨꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯡꯕꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯦꯅꯥꯜꯇꯤ ꯀꯣꯁ ꯍꯥꯏꯅꯩ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯊꯣꯛꯍꯟꯗꯅꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯒꯗꯧꯔꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯏꯟꯚꯦꯟꯇꯔꯤ ꯊꯤꯑꯣꯔꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯦꯟ ꯑꯣꯕꯖꯦꯛꯇꯤꯚꯁꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯔꯣꯏꯕꯗ yes. So now hence C is minimum when time is root over twice C3 by R C1. C3 is the setup cost, C1 is the inventory holding cost, R is the demand rate. Then Q star. Q star is the twice R C3 by C1. So C1 is the inventory holding cost, C3 setup cost, this is the demand rate. So this Q star is known as economic lot size formula. So we can find below Q. T is the time interval between successive run, between successive order. So now we have to find total cost. Total cost C3 by T plus 1 by 2 RT C1. So C3, the value of T you put here, it is 1 by T C3 root over twice C3 RC1 plus half R, putting the value of T here, twice C3 RC1 then C1. Equal to C3, so RC1 by twice C3, C3, so RC1 twice C3 plus this is 1 by 2, so you bring this R inside, twice R square C3 by RC1, then you bring C1 also here, C1 square. So this is equal to root over, you bring C3 here, RC1 C3 by 2. Next R C3 then C1 by 2. So this is equal to 2 times R C1 C3 by 2. This is equal to, you bring 2 here 4, so twice R C1 C3. So this is the total cost. So we can find the total cost by using the below R C1 C3. So this is the inventory model. So from this model we can find economic lot size, then we can find time interval between successive run, then we can find the total cost. So today let us stop here. In the next class I will do another model. Thank you.